Shit, do you ever wonder how sailors once found their way across the vast, endless oceans without maps, without engines, without satellites whispering coordinates into their ears? They looked up. That's all they had to do. The stars guided them, constant and unmoving, like ancient guardians watching over their journey. No matter where they were, no matter how lost they might have felt, the night sky stretched above them, a cosmic map drawn in constellations and distant suns. I used to think about that a lot back on Earth, especially as a kid. I remember lying on the rooftop of my house, the warm shingles pressing into my back, staring up at the pinpricks of light, tracing imaginary paths between them with my fingers. I would pretend I was a traveler, just like the explorers of old, setting sail into the unknown with nothing but the stars as my guide. And now, I really am. Except, unlike them, I have no map, no fixed destination, no North Star to point me home, just the endless abyss stretching in every direction. The funny thing is, even in deep space, the stars are still the only way to navigate. It's ironic, really. Thousands of years after the first sailors followed the constellations, we still rely on them to chart our way through the cosmos. The pulse of a pulsar, the gravitational waltz of distant galaxies, the light signatures of quasars, they are all signposts in the void, ancient and unchanging, whispering directions in a language older than humanity itself. I don't know where I am, but I can still see them. The same stars that guided explorers across the seas are out here, scattered across the sky like glowing breadcrumbs leading somewhere, if only I knew how to follow them. Back on Earth, I had a favorite star, Vega. It was bright, steady, always one of the first to appear in the evening sky. I like to imagine that if I ever got lost, I could just follow Vega and find my way home. But out here, Vega is just another speck of light, one among billions. And yet, I can't stop looking for it. It's funny, isn't it? No matter how advanced we become, no matter how far we travel, we always turn to the stars for guidance. Maybe it's instinct. Maybe it's something written into our very bones, a memory passed down from the first humans who ever looked up in wonder. Or maybe it's something deeper. Maybe the universe wants us to keep looking. The thing about celestial navigation is that it requires patience. The stars move, but slowly. If you don't watch long enough, if you don't pay attention, you'll miss the path they carve across the sky. The same is true for my journey. I want answers now. I want a direction, a way home. But space doesn't work that way. It moves at its own pace, indifferent to my desperation. So I wait. I listen. I watch. Maybe one day, I'll recognize the pattern. Maybe the stars are already showing me the way, I just haven't learned how to read them yet. I wonder if somewhere out there, another traveler is doing the same. Watching, waiting, searching for something familiar in the vast unknown. Maybe someone else is looking at these same stars and wondering if they're alone. Maybe, across the distance, across the silence, we are both navigating by the same celestial compass.